Africa's rainforests have traditionally protected the continent from the harsh realities of nature. Much of our planet's supply of nitrogen and oxygen come from these forests. The balance of nature is crucial, but we violate it almost casually. Yet, a great number of these irreplaceable forests are now ravaged.
This is shea butter tree. It's in high demand because of its weight. It doesn't spark. There's no, when you put fire, it just burns and it gives less ashes. That is why we use shea butter.
In many places, lumber companies are destroying virgin forests for pure personal financial reasons. The impact of climate change is the least of their concerns. Profit is.
800 bags of charcoal of 32 kg per container, and I've done about 25 containers in 1 year. That probably estimates to maybe about 5,000–6,000 trees. It's a big market. You go, even if you go on the internet, Alibaba, they're everywhere, not only Nigeria. They have in Ghana, they have in Botswana, South Africa, everywhere. You know, that they allow us to do it.
It is as if Africa is faced with a wicked irony. The forests are disappearing as fast as the continent's major water sources are shrinking. Lake Chad was once one of the world's Great Lakes, covering an estimated 25,000 square kilometers and bordering Nigeria, Chad, Cameroon, as well as the Republic of Niger. More than 30 million people depend on it for livelihood and sustenance. Any threat to the lake is a threat to the livelihoods of these 30 million people. Climate change and overuse have put one of Africa's mightiest lakes in mortal danger. In the past 40 years alone, the lake has shrunk from 25,000 square kilometers to under 1,500 square kilometers. It is almost like a football field becoming the size of a football.
The first factor is the rainfall. Since the early 1970s, it has been observed that in different times within the basin, there has been a dry period. The second factor is the huge population growth. The population growth rate makes the need for water to increment. Water once used to be more available.
The livelihood of all the people is affected. On Kinasarum Island, where the lake is crucial for survival, fishermen, who once made routine massive catches over the years, now thank their stars when they haul out half-filled buckets of tiny fish. Fish production in Lake Chad has fallen 60%.
When the water level was very good, Lake Chad was enough to support my family. I have a family of 16 children, and with annual revenue of 1.7 to 1.8 million CFA franc, I had no problem maintaining my family for not less than 8 months per year. But now, the water level is drastically reduced. The annual revenue generated is no more than 600,000 CFA franc.
Reeds and floating vegetation are everywhere on the lake, choking the water. A well is now sunk and children now play where the lake used to be. Indeed, this island of 6,000 people was not always this size. It has gotten bigger as Lake Chad has shrunk. The sand dune is overflowing towards the lake area as the desert continues to expand inch by inch. Africa does not produce any significant amount of greenhouse gases, but its lakes and rivers are drying up, aggravating food insecurity and health problems.
Regarding actions which have been taken by the countries of Lake Chad Basin, there is a study that's going on now, feasibility study on the possibility of transferring some quantity of water from Ubangi River, which is a tributary of the Congo Basin.
Here, the water is not drying up or disappearing, but climate change manifests in sea level rise and devastating coastal erosions.